I don't have a whole lot of trouble getting going in the morning. Of course, I'm tired because I get up at about 4, but I do not drink coffee. Um, I drink water in the morning. I don't drink soda pop until about 8:30. I started the day after I graduated from high school, or the day after, the second day after I graduated from high school. It's been so long I can't remember, but there was a lot of stuff to learn. And I've been doing this job for 31 years. I did some calculating a while back, and in 31 years, I've worked about 70,000 hours, and I still learn new stuff all the time. If you stop and think for a minute, anything that you use that's mechanical, someone made the parts that make it up. Someone made all the parts that make up anything mechanical that you use. And, it's a very vital job to this country because of the amount of things that we still do make, especially things that need to be very precisely made, like airplane parts and car parts. If parts in an engine aren't machined precisely, that engine's not going to run for very long, and it's not going to run very efficiently. And having the skill to do that is always going to be valuable. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize, there's nothing wrong with the college education, but it's not for everyone. And there's no shame in it not being your choice of a career path. Young people can make a good living as a machinist still if they're willing to work and they're willing to learn. You have to be willing to put in the hours, and it usually takes more than 8 hours a day to make a pretty good living at it. When I got to my job, I didn't know how to run the machine that I was hired to run. I had 4 days of training with someone before he was going to be gone, and I wrote 27 pages of notes in 4 days. And I've always been willing to pass on the notes that I had to other people, but be prepared to edit your own notes and rewrite your note to make more sense to someone else who maybe is just learning. I got a chance to train a young guy before I moved up into the job I have now. We hired a guy who had no experience at all, and I got to teach him everything from the first step of how to read a blueprint to how to use calipers and micrometers to check parts with, how to do the different operations of machining a part, and then also why you're doing it. When young people get involved in industrial work with an excitement and an interest, that's where our new innovations are coming from all the time. And we have to have that, or the industry would eventually die out. To do the job that I do, you have to get some satisfaction out of seeing something go from a piece of dirty, ugly-looking metal into a shiny, finished, precise-looking part. When you put a part together and the thing works the way it's supposed to, there's a real sense of satisfaction in that. I had a chance to learn a skill, and I appreciate the opportunity that I was given. I've tried to make the most of it.